Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Monster Train. What's today's run? It is Hellhorned Umbra with Shade Splitters. Now this is an interesting one. I suppose that if you can buff your queen with the Shade Splitters, that could end up helping her to stay alive a little bit longer. I don't know, because it feels like the imps kind of serve the same purpose as the Shade Splitters, which is you play the imps, you either get like rally incanting off, well, it's not rally incant, but you know what it is, it's a rally trigger off of it, or you do damage with the imps or whatnot. You get a value out of it, which is the same thing you get out of a Shade Splitter. But I guess we can still build an Umbra floor with the Shade Splitters. I don't know how this is gonna work. I'm just hoping that we can get some early relic or early synergy to kind of just make it obvious what we're gonna be doing here. Sap Seraph. So we're gonna be fighting, what is it? 11 damage, 160 HP, and 15 times 2, 6 HP units, I believe. Sap is really awful. But, you know, play some imps, kill all the units with, you know... Oh, if they have 6 HP, then a explosive imp won't kill them. Interesting. We got Fell, which is Scourge, and Daedalus, which is double damage explosions. Well, Vent will help us for that. We got a couple of Immortal Trades in and Inflame. I got no idea. When you play your 20th morsel, deal 150 damage to all enemy units on all floors. That is absurdly bad, so we're gonna go Firewall, 15 armor. I don't take that other artifact that often because it's relatively new, but it's also real bad. So rally or non-morsel units, damn it. Rally or kill all imps, deal 20 damage per imp to enemy units. I hate this version of Shardtail Queen, and the reason is the action occurs on this unit's turn, which means the enemies will already attack. If you can make the queen quick, then the action triggers before the enemies and you can get kills on them. But as is, like, I don't really love this because she's gonna tank a lot of damage and then die, and then the imps aren't gonna really do anything. But it might be a little bit more interesting than Rally, which is just raw damage. This is now a tank. Then again, you know, with Umbra, we could put her behind a tank and then we can, put morsels on the floor, but you're not getting a rally trigger off of it. I'm just gonna go Imperialist just to play around with it, I think. I don't think it's that good. I don't like that you have to keep her alive, but thinking about it for a second time, what if you put morsels in front to tank hits, and then she takes no damage, and then she explodes with the imps behind her? I don't know, maybe? Deal 10 damage. So this is a 30 damage imp. Damage shield? You're not gonna kill me. And I'm actually thinking, let's just rage you. You're almost killing that guy, not quite though. I think 2 imps will kill you? Yeah. Actually, 1 train steward will kill you as well. Are we okay saving the imps for another floor? Why would we? We're not gonna shuffle to get the imps around, but putting down a train steward could be nice to make sure we have something on the floor. But if we don't, then we can play more Shade Splitters first. So yeah, let's just play 1 imp to get the kill, and then we can play 1 imp here to get the kill on this thing, and then we'll play some Shade Splitters next turn and maybe try to buff the crap out of the queen. You know, or not, but hey, it's still fine. You're taking 12 damage. We have no imps. It's always the wrong turn, isn't it? Well, we can do lifesteal. Now you're taking 62 damage, which is pretty good. Vent won't do anything, so let's put a train steward in the back. Let's vent. There's a chance that we can maybe kill this archer in the back who's really freaking annoying. Or not, but hey, there could have been a chance. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. Lifesteal. You know what? Let's see what happens. Got a Queen's Imp and a Trained Steward. Let's get a morsel out. Put down an Imp. You're taking 7. I can't keep you alive for one more turn, so we're just doing 7 damage. So we're gonna take a lot of damage on the Pyre, but we have no... Actually, we only took 5 damage because of the Pyre Wall, but we don't have a lot of good targeted damage to get around the armor right now. Hopefully we can get something in the future. Hidden Passage, ascend a unit. It's not really what we're going for with Umbra. You know, the units kind of go on a floor and then that's it. I think a single armor card is okay. We can make it holdover and then maybe double stack it. That's pretty decent. Cannibalize, making of a morsel, packed morsels. Making of a morsel is very good, especially if you make it holdover, but I think just like a packed morsel for a massive gorge trigger is okay. And then this is Sap Seraph, isn't it? Yeah, so I do like Crucible Collector. Could also take the Alloyed Construct. You got no sustain on this guy though. Bum 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 bum. And then units? Yeah. Yeah, I mean we have the Crucible Collector, and we're gonna get a unit. We can upgrade units. Quick. Rage, damage, shield 3. Quick, rage, damage, shield 3. I mean, a Horned Warrior is okay. Rail Beater has 30 armor and strike. If we make him quick, he can push around the enemy units, but ideally, we'll have imps that can kill the waves of units, and we also have vents to kill the weaker units in the back. So I think we'll take a Horned Warrior, although that's like a very bad set of choices. I don't think you make it quick. Maybe you give him damage shield so that he doesn't die to like AoE, and then I think you just leave. It's not very good though. Oh, okay, I mean this is exactly what I was thinking about. It's just not very good at all. I don't like, what is his name? Horned Warrior. He's just so dull. He doesn't do anything. He's a 30 damage 4 health unit. He doesn't have Gorge, he doesn't have multi-strike, he doesn't have quick, he has nothing on him. He's just a blank slate. And I don't think he's that good. You know, I could put the Queen on the middle floor. Buys us a, but I want to kill the Sinner's Burdens. But I have a vent to do it on this turn. No, I'll play you at the bottom. I'll play you at the top. 1 energy is enough to kill you. So let's play it now. Damage shield, plus health, plus attack. Let's do... Let's do a damage shield, health, and then attack, damage shield. Kind of split it up a little bit. Okay, you're dying, perfect. Crucible Collector. I think we'll just want you to tank this guy, so we'll play you immediately. Fortify armor, it's free, there you go. 1 vent is good here. You'll die on the upper floor, which is great. So let's just play another morsel. Plus 4 HP. Let's start getting you pogging. We will be able to we're not gonna be able to kill you, at least not yet. There's no way I can do another 43, where's the freaking imps? There's no way I can do 43 damage to you though, unless I get 1 imp. If I get, no, it's not how that works. So it's gotta be like this. Now if I get 1 imp, I can kill you with the imp and then you can take the damage from both of these units. We're likely to draw imps. There's 5 of them remaining. So hopefully we get them. There you go. Now I could play the imp down here to kill these units in the back, which does seem pretty good. Now you're taking 70. You're actually gonna hit the pyre wall plating. So you know what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're gonna do 15 damage exactly. Let's try to kill you before you get there. You killed the imp. I'm so dumb. You're gonna die on the upper floors anyways. Oh, you didn't do 15 damage, right? Because my units were attacking you. That is dumb of me. Whatever. What a floor. You're dead. You're fine. We had enough damage to survive it, but that was... I don't know what I'm thinking. Welder helper. It's an imp. Damage shield. I don't think we need damage shield. I don't think we need immortal trades either. I don't know. 1 good morsel repeatedly. If we make it hold over and cost 1. We need some sort of a synergizer for this deck, though. I feel like I've got nothing. I've got cards, and I'm not building around anything, but I haven't really found anything worth building around right now. So we could upgrade our units, try to make the Crucible Collector better, Horned Warrior better, Welder Helper Endless would be pretty good, actually. Actually, that would be absurdly good. Let's go for that. We can also get another Hellhorn unit. Large Stone. All right. Demon Fiend. We have ways of getting the Demon Fiend out. I think that's okay. I also think you want Large Stone on the Crucible Collector. Although a Large Stone Endless Imp could be okay, but the Welder Helper Imp at the very least is going to be the one that is dying repeatedly, ideally, to the throw. Although, you know what? If you make a really tanky, endless imp, then you could play it at the front, and it would, if it lives, it also gets tossed, and then it comes back because it's endless. But I think you gotta go Large Stone on the Crucible Collector first. It is interesting, though. It's interesting to think about just making one imp that just gets yeeted over and over again. Could reroll. We can afford something if we reroll into it, so I'm gonna put the health on the Demon Fiend. Can't afford quick though. Also, we had 105. I thought I would have one. I thought I have 115. That was my bad. I don't know. A 55, 85 Demon Fiend is pretty good. Multi-strike on him would be pretty sweet though. Let's make the Crucible Collector a 40, 70. We'll put Rage on, I don't know, the Horned Warrior, just so that he's got something going on for him. Yes. 3131 Imp, how you doing today? Yes. A super large Crucible Collector. Now, there's no room on his floor, but he's also a 7100. He's pretty tanky. I would have loved to have made like a really big, tanky, endless imp though, but we didn't get endless as an option. Okay, so we gotta... You can't even gorge anymore, unfortunately. You're just kind of out there. So, you know, shrug. I kind of want you to kill the enemies when they're weaker on the next floor, to be honest. So I'm like, let's just kill one of them. We'll get more energy, and then you'll take 20 damage, but you'll do 70 to him. You're dazed. It's fine. You're gonna shoot him again? Well, I got a vent, but I would rather vent down here. You know what? Even a 70-60 is probably good enough. Also, we have immortal trades. We can play those right before we go nuclear. In fact, we could even play it right now and burn off the Ember Drain, honestly. Especially if we get an energy imp. Yeah, okay. Okay, you know what? I kind of like it. Hey, I kind of like it. Hey. Give that here. Oh, I can't even play the other one. All right, well. We're gonna take capacity. Verdacula Welcome says, I napped for a bit. How did the Umbra Awoken run go? It went wonderfully. Thank you for asking. Now you're living. Barely, but you're living. Let's dump you. You guys are gonna live to make it up. Hopefully we get a vent. I think we already had 2 though. Could you stop exploding on my unit, please? At least we have the pyre plating, so that's like not bad at all. I mean, honestly, 2 Ember Drain is not that bad. Especially if we keep getting 1 energy every single turn. And again, like if you hit the pyre, it doesn't really matter to me that much. So I'm kind of thinking, why don't we give you a little bit of lifesteal? That's gonna help a lot down there, and then honestly, just keep chugging away at that Ember Drain lifesteal, because you're gonna kill the boss. Oh no, I can't play anything! It doesn't matter. Anything worth playing? Nope. So technically, I guess we don't need to gorge this guy if we have the Ember Drain cards, but it's really hard to work around the Ember Drain. Armor. Yeah. Shroud Mitosis to put more gorging on our big boy is good too, but the armor to keep a unit alive is so useful, especially on our champion. Alright, you know what? If we can play him, we'll be happy. Is it hard to play him? Oh, hell yeah, but I don't know, maybe you can get him out there for free somehow? I don't know, maybe? What are we gonna duplicate? There's no upgrades here, but there is artifact on the left path, but there is card removal plus duplication on the right path. So like a bonus alloy of the ancients plus removing train stewards plus another unit potentially. I'd much rather get a good artifact though. Armor 5, enemies get -1. Friendly units enter with armor 5. So like, the imp will be slightly harder to kill, but the armor is gonna be... It's gonna run... the armor is gonna run through pretty quickly. Or enemies just do less damage. I think you just want enemies deal less damage. It's a pretty good, artifact. I like it. Imperialists do 30 damage per imp and you get stronger. Or kill all imps and you get 1 imp a turn. I'm gonna keep rolling Imperialists because I think I've never done it before, but this might just end up being a top floor lifesteal unit that kills everything instead of a let's worry about the imps sort of a build. Because we haven't gotten endless, we've only gotten 1 imp show up as far as card rewards go. You know, luckily we got the imp so we can at least still kill everything down here and not get crap in our deck, but you know, it's not perfect. Goodbye, Demon Fiend and Consumer of Crowns. You might never get played, but I still appreciate your work. I can't even play you. Never mind. Let's play you here then. No imp this time, so you're gonna make it up and add crap to our deck. You actually do 0 damage though. Forgot about that. You do 70, so you're dead. You're not dying. Now you'll die. We'll make you stronger. Get energy. We really gotta find a way, though, of playing those big units. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but we kinda need to find some way of doing it. I need to do 1 damage to you to kill you. That'll do it. We should have played Ember Drain. There's no reason not to at this point. Yeah, you're doing no damage to the Pyre. Let's give you a life steal so that you can stay alive a little bit longer. Keep you alive. We got an Imp. We're not gonna be able to draw the Imp next turn anyway, so let's just ice the Imp, and yeah, you're dead. These guys do no damage, perfect. So yeah, we're gonna start stacking up lifesteal. We're gonna need it because this guy gets +5 attack per floor. Unless we get an energy morsel. There's like a 1 in 20 chance we'll draw a Demon Fiend. I think you just go for the lifesteal. You're not a sweeper. You're also taking 400 damage, which is more than I thought you would. I mean, that was actually a pretty decent floor. And this is with the armor emblem, too. You're taking 15 damage. Admittedly, not a lot. And you're doing 16 damage, but we still have freaking 10 lifesteal. You've only gorged like 5 times, but it doesn't matter. Everything's going just fine so far. Sacrifice. Imp. Gain 2 energy. Draw 1 card. Summon a random consume spell to your hand. Alloy of the Ancients. Packed Morsels is our consume spells. Another Imp would be nice for our Imperialist, but the armor is also good, and gaining energy for 0 is nice if we can maybe get this to play the Demon Fiend, but it's gonna be hard to get the Demon Fiend. Unless you can make an endless Imp and then make this holdover. There's a bit of a synergy there, but we kind of want the Imps to live so that we get the Imp toss out of it. I feel like this might be an armor situation. We can play that on our... Yeah, this is definitely Excavation Eruption. Ember Cache could be used to play those big units later, but a spell that does damage is good too. But the armor, we can maybe double stack it. We can play it on our champion and keep him alive a little bit longer. It feels like that's the best situation for us. An Imp every turn is what we want. Now, I will admit, Volatile Gauge, to be able to make Consumer of Crowns and Demon Fiends cheaper, could be extremely good. But wouldn't a free Imp every turn also be incredible, especially if we get Armor Imps and Rage Imps? We can make the Shardtail Queen just pog out of control. I think the Impsicle is better, but it's so tempting to take the Volatile Gauge to make Consumer of Crowns and Demon Fiends more playable. But we're gonna take energy after this combat anyways. We're gonna be able to play the Demon Fiend after this, so maybe this is better. It's very tough though, it's very tough. It's very close. So I think we're gonna go for maybe like a large Demon Fiend. We've just got big units on the floors, so an Ascend Descend would be kind of nice. And then +5, +10. I don't know. Upgrade the Consumer and give him multi-strike. If we ever get to play him, he'll be very good. And then, like, we're done upgrading units at this point. Oh, oh, oh! 5 energy. We got 5 energy now. That's insanely good. Now, I will fully admit, with the Abandoned Stave giving us 5 energy, I would probably take Volatile Gauge now, because this gives us so much opportunity to play a 3-cost card and a 2-cost card in a turn for critical cards like units, but we're likely to still get high value out of the energy. But now that we have this, we're gonna go for card draw as opposed to energy after the next boss fight, because now we just want as many cards in hand because we have 5 energy. Demon Fiend is gonna be played, you know, Excavation Eruption, we don't even need to make it cheaper. We still get 1 imp every turn, which is 1 energy wasted every turn, but then we can get Consumer of Crowns more easily. That's such a good Concealed Cavern event for us. Restore all health when you move up a floor. We're gonna say no to this, we can't do it. Yeah, I can't do enough damage to kill the units, so off. But that's such a good event for us. I just wish I had done that first so that I could have gone for the, oh, and I can totally kill you guys with imps every turn. I just kind of wish I had done that first so that I could have gotten the Volatile Gauge, but again, I don't think it's gonna matter. I also think that, well, it wouldn't have mattered because they were, the Impsicle and the Volatile Gauge was at the same time, but I'm pretty sure this Molting Imp would still cost 1 with Volatile Gauge because it's not being drawn. And I think Volatile Gauge randomizes card draw. Anyways, you're all dead anyways. Good. Let's purge your days. Let's get some morsels. Plus attack or plus 5 HP and plus 5 attack. You should get the health. And then anything that's extra just kind of gets played wherever. Do we get any benefit for playing these? I think the answer is no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 energy. Yeah, I think the answer is no. What I do like is another Transcend Imp, and by another I mean a Transcend Imp. So kill and then give another 20 armor to you, and the imps are gonna get tossed. When you have Impsicle, admittedly, the Shardtail Queen Imp Parade is substantially better. I will fully admit that. Yes. Don't play Immortal Trade, we don't need it. Yet. Making that holdover could be kind of good, but I still want the energy every turn for Demon Fiends. We're also getting the perfect draw every single turn. Oh hey look, another Armor Imp. In fact, I think you might just be dead. You're taking 89 damage. You're not actually dead, but you're close. I have no capacity for anything else right now, but it's actually like good? Like everything is going just beautifully. I have exactly enough capacity to play all these cards. And now at this point, since we played Demon Fiend, I think we actually should start stacking up that. We tend to have the energy to play things anyways. You're taking a lot of damage, but guess what? You sweep! I'm not gonna get the imp toss! That's still fine, because the lifesteal minion is gonna kill everything, but I made a little bit of a mistake there. There's nothing we could have done about it though. He's taking 352 damage, huh? $417. Still only 417. You know what? I should have used that card to kill one of the marksmen. Would have given us more value. But you're still dead anyways. Why do the imps have exclamation marks? Yeah, it's because they'll get thrown. By the Imperial Champion. So it gives you that little effect, so you know that that's gonna happen. Sacrifice imp, gain 2 energy, draw a card. Pyre Chomper, summon, gain 4 energy. We could use this to summon the our big unit. Then again, we have no capacity for the consumer. I think we're okay not having Pyre Chomper. I will admit, an important work makes sense now, but I like making sure that one imp gets tossed every turn, because that's really good return on our investment, really. I think maybe a branding right is a good card to keep the champion alive longer. Cave in, excavation eruption, void binding. We're gonna take cave in, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna freeze it and play it right before relentless, after we play our Crucible Collector on the middle floor and our big units on the top floor, and then we'll have one big massive floor of massive destruction and devastation, and it's gonna be amazing. Holdover is not what we're looking for, but I'm still gonna put this on something. I mean, admittedly, Excavation Eruption is nice. I was saying Immortal Trade could be good. Branding Right is pretty decent. 1 energy for 15 armor every turn. Actually, you know what? I think a 1 energy cave-in is what we want, because now we can just constantly play this and descend our imps, or sorry, not our imps, but, well, I mean, yes, our imps, but we can descend morsels all onto a single floor for gorging, and then capacity is no longer a problem. So by doing this, capacity is not a problem. So I kind of like that. Let's do this first, in case we want to spend money. We don't. Awoken, melting consumable, Stygian consumables. Stygian consumable is like Frostbite 6, crap like that. Melting consumable is like consume your cards in hand to create a draft. Spell weakness 2. We don't play spells. It's not like I have Inferno. It's not that good. All right, back to the spells. I could reroll. We have the money to get a couple of things here, like a event that can actually do damage, and then like a cheaper excavation eruption. Now, we fully upgraded our units. We can go directly into spell upgrades from now on. There's no reason not to. I can't think of any reason not to. This is such a good combat for our champion, though. 1 imp every turn kills the bottom layer perfectly. So it's like you. We want to eventually descend everything behind our Crucible guy, so honestly, let's just play the Horned Warrior up at the top. So you go there, then everything's gonna descend behind the tank. Imps always get played. Armor always gets played on you, because you're gonna have lifesteal for sustain, you need the armor for sustain. And damage shield, we can give you a damage shield. There's no capacity really to play it unless we wanted to give this guy a damage shield, which we don't care about. We're just waiting for that cave-in. Pyre Chomper, we can play Consumer of Crowns. 7 energy. I really don't want to take 5 pyre damage, but it's gonna damage the armor. It's gonna damage the armor. So you know what? You're gonna tank for the consumer. There we go. We've done it. Could put a train steward out. I don't see the point. You're taking 8 damage. No, you're not. Let's freaking go. So we got a lot of imps in hand. I think what we'll do is we'll just play our imps. And now we're doing, wow, we're killing everything. All right. Imp toss, action. Action, action, action. I've not played like any morsels for this guy. That's the next thing we gotta focus on is A, thinning out the deck, and B, getting some more gorging for this guy, because he is not gorging that much. He's a great tank, don't get me wrong. His gorging skills, though, need a little bit of work. So if we're gonna play the cave-in, let's make sure, yeah. If we're gonna play the cave-in, let's make sure that we play the morsel first, so it gets gorged correctly. And now we're playing that every single turn. Nothing's making it up. You're making it up. No, you're not. You're gonna die. And at this point, what do we got coming up? Excavation Eruption, Packed Morsels. You know what? Give me 4 lifesteal. And eventually, if I can get like 1 lifesteal morsel for the queen, that's okay, because we're gonna be piercing her constantly, so giving her a little bit of HP restoration is like perfectly fine. Or I could play Excavation Eruption, I guess. Well, we have a lot of energy. Where did this come from? Came from you, of course. Don't tell me, mama. Okay, you're dead. You're dead. I don't know, just like... Welcome to the floor. You're taking 242. You have 800 health left. I think that's what we're gonna be dealing with here. We're gonna be dealing with boss fights where we're trying to kill the bosses before they even, like, make it to Relentless. That's what we're gonna be focusing on, I think. And the queen, so far, has been very good at taking care of the enemies. I think when we get to the sap boss, though, she's gonna be dead very quickly because they're gonna do too much damage. Hopefully we get a lot of health on her. Anyways, you're like completely toasted. By the way, we couldn't play the other morsel because of the capacity, but you have 13 lifesteal and a 200 damage Consumer of Crowns behind you. It's beautiful. As cool as the Impalate is, we don't need the Impalate. We want more summon effects, especially armor, and we want card draw because we have 5 energy already. Whenever I get it, I always point it out. I think the Abandoned Stave is one of the best cards in the entire game, or one of the best relics in the entire game, especially on Ascension 20. It's insane. Yeah, we just want to upgrade spells, really. Imperialists deal 40 damage per imp. You have 80 health. Sure, why not? Double stack. It's amusing to think about like double stacking the lifesteal Ember Drain, but I think you'd be better off with like more armor. Am I gonna reroll looking for something? We don't need anything else, unfortunately. I say unfortunately, it's actually, you know, perfectly fine. Yeah, I think we'll go for just like 1 good 50 armor, and then, I mean, we could even upgrade Excavation Eruption. Could upgrade Vent. Excavation Eruption, if we could get like a holdover on that, I might take it. I mean, I guess we could have also done it with the Vent. You know, make that holdover too, it doesn't matter. Endless Transcendent. If we could, an Endless Transcendent is good. I just don't know if we're gonna want to try to rely on that, you know? Oh, move up a floor, restore all health. This really depends on if we can get our Consumer of Crowns out quickly enough. Which is entirely dependent on if we get an energy imp or lots of imps on one turn. I don't like this. You wanna know why I don't like this? I could keep caving in the Gilded Wings to keep them on a floor, but if I do that, they're just gonna stack up multi-strike if we can't kill the Winged Conduit. I think this is a trap, which means we're probably not gonna have any other upgrades before we fight Seraph, but I don't think we need upgrades. I think the only thing we really need is just card removal. We haven't removed any cards, so our deck is thick. But I really don't want to give these guys more health. The only solution that we have to them is Consumer of Crowns, because it'll kill 1 per turn. So I think we've got to say no to this challenge. It's the worst trial. It really is. The Thorns trial is really bad if you have, you know, the Stygian Guard champion, but that is really the worst trial. Can't even play the Consumer, which is fine. That's the trial you take if you just like don't mind dying. Now I'm gonna still try to get gold. I'll put the train steward up here to see if we can get money. He's actually down here, which is unfortunate, but I could cave in. If I cave in, we can kill this collector, and then we can always still play imps and get him tossed every turn. Oh my god, is that what we're gonna do? That sounds horrible. But it would also put you back on this floor. But it would mean you're also like really hard hitting my queen. And I would like that to not happen. Because we're only doing 5 damage with the imp. I really want the money. I don't think we can get the money. You gotta be played. I can play you into Sendia, but you're gonna get stunned, which is fine. Okay, start. Do we have a consume card? No. Okay, so then start with the imp. Oh, why did I think you were the Transcend Imp? I'm dumb. Would an endless Transcend Imp add its own previous triggers to the next? No. Reason being, Transcend Imp does not have a summon effect, it just has a card effect. Notice, summon. Notice, it doesn't say summon effect, so it doesn't duplicate itself. I really don't want you to do damage, but I really want to kill you. How much damage would you do? Screw it. Okay, now you are dying. Admittedly, that is pretty bad. And we didn't play any other units on the other floors. But, you know, I'm still hoping that we can make it work. Was that a little bit short-sighted? I mean, it may have been. But I still believe. I still believe because we can still just like constantly keep these enemies locked down. With the exception that we're not really going to be able to kill the multi-strikers that well. This is actually like real. I can't even play the cave-in anymore. I may have just screwed myself with horrible misplays. But I'm still hoping we'll be okay. Transcendent, repeat all summon effects. Because we still have the imps, you know? So it's like... do damage. Repeat all summon effects. You'll take another 20. Can't kill you with excavation. I'm gonna kill you with a vent. Packed morsel, and then we could consume that. We can bring back the packed morsel. We can play a lot of morsels this turn. Oh my god, descending you just gets you freaking myrtleized. I think you start here. Now we have 7 energy, and now we can descend you and you'll live. We don't have the cave-in! Oh my god, it was in the other pile! Oh, damn it. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. You do need lifesteal though. Okay, that's fine. You killing a unit is very nice. Although a vent will also do that here, so that's probably what we should be focusing on. I actually think that's what we want. Give everyone rage. Now you're taking 87, which is pretty good. You're gonna hit the pyre a few times. We have the armor plating though. I think we'll be fine. You're gonna start, you know, gorging slightly. We have 1 train steward, we could just let him gorge out of control. So like, dump that. Play this, and then this, and then this, and then 26 damage. Let's kill the multi-striker. I have played this so improperly, but I really wanted the gold. And I got the gold. We're gonna lose some pyre health though. But hey, it is what it is. Okay, we have to get the what? We have to get the life steal. We have to get it. We have to get it. We have to get the life steal. I hate to say it, but we have to get the life steal. You're gonna hit the pyre twice. I think I'm gonna focus on killing you, which I can't. Welder Helper. Summon, deal 10 damage. Actually, I can. It's highly dumb. Or is it? I need to make sure I have capacity to play my my Demon Fiend when he comes out. Now you're only taking 600 damage, and it's because of this guy in the back. So a vent will help that out nicely. I also have no morsels, which does suck. Armor. Armor on you does nothing. So I'll put the armor on you. I'll be honest, I kind of just want to kill imps to make capacity for more imps or something. And we can play the consume vent to kill the winged conduit. So yeah, give me a imp kill. Now you're taking 840. All I need is a Demon Fiend, and we got this. A Demon Fiend or a Consumer of Crowns, one or the other. Hopefully we draw it next turn. You're taking 215 damage. I hate that the imps are living. If the imps are all living, let's put another imp out in order to add more rage. That's not the rage imp. Well, if that's not the rage imp, let's put down like a morsel jeweler. That doesn't increase our damage at all? That was surprising. Well, you know, we're gonna have a lot of energy next turn. Hopefully that matters. I think we got him. It just really depends on what we draw. And hopefully we draw well. Okay, we drew what we needed to draw. You're dead, thank God. I'm really glad we didn't do the trial, though. Jesus. Sacrifice imp attuned, deal 50 damage to the front enemy unit. No. Battering ram, no. Although it is like good damage, but it's not damage to all enemy units. Furnace tap. We don't need more cards. I just need to play better and get slightly better luck on what we play. So I'm gonna say no to this, because all we really need is just to cave in properly and not focus on gold, which we don't even have a chance of getting, so we should be okay. Now, what are we gonna take here? I think that making Excavation Eruption cost 2 and then duplicate it would be nice, because we know we're gonna be facing a lot of annoying enemies. So we're gonna go left. Card removal is nice, but you know, we have draw to kind of work through that. We have no money, so we can't really take any of this, although 7 energy on turn 1 is pretty good. So we're gonna make Excavation Eruption 2, and we're probably gonna duplicate it. I mean, we could remove the consume on vent. I think I'd rather honestly look for like, what, frostbite? Holdover? Turns out that might actually be pretty good. Let's do that, and then put magic power on... Okay, not a branding right, please. You know what? There you go. 1 card removal, 1 card addition. Now, this is a thick-ass deck, but we kinda have what we need. We have all the pieces to the puzzle. We just need to play things in the right order and get things out there correctly. These are the most annoying units that we're gonna have to deal with. This is why I have Excavation Eruption. Cave in on turn 1, I think, means that we've won. I honestly think it does. Molting Imp, also very good here. Just make sure you have the energy to play everything you need. Start here. You're gonna take 1 hit from Vengeful Shard. You're not gonna be able to play it. We're gonna give armor. We're gonna play this, And we're not gonna cave in the Crucible Collector, we're just gonna cave in up here just to hold on to the card. And now we're fine, we're gonna win. I do not foresee a way in which we lose this, unless I, you know, am an idiot about things, but hopefully not. You're also gonna take a buttload of damage, but that's what all the armor is for, hopefully. Additionally, also maybe a lifesteal. You know, we could do this very easily, give you lifesteal, and then you're healing a lot. I think I'm actually gonna do that right now. You take less damage on this turn, you'll live longer. You're gonna make it up a floor, but again, it doesn't matter because you're always gonna move down a floor every turn. You have 51 HP. I just need one vent or something. Good, now you're okay, you're gonna live. Don't worry about it. And if we take damage from Vengeful Shard, we take damage. So we're gonna give you armor. You're still dying, you're not gonna die. I'm not gonna let you die. I think what I am gonna do, you know what, I might as well play you at the front. It's not gonna matter. Then we're gonna play the cave-in. Then we're gonna play the vent. I wanted that imp at the front to tank a hit, and it worked. These units are slowly making it up. Doesn't matter, they can't make it up far. They're gonna freaking die. We're gonna have infinite energy this turn, so play everything. I could wait for the Transcend Imp. I'm just gonna play it. Because we might get Transcend Imps via the Impsicle anyways. This is gonna be a big floor. Can I kill the Train Steward? No. These guys have made it up. We're just gonna bring them right down again. It doesn't matter. Energy is not a problem anymore. There's our Impish Scholar. It's gonna bring something back. We have a ton of energy, so I think we're just gonna go all out. Packed Morsel, works for me. Kill a Train Steward, give you more armor. You'll heal this damage by playing this anyway, so we might as well. And then, oh hey, you guys thought you would get away? Gotta save one energy for this, and I could play another Immortal Trade, but I think at this point, we know that we have Event coming up and another Excavation Eruption and the Alloy of the Ancients. I think she's gonna be fine, especially if we get, you know, the Armor Imp, if we get another Transcend Imp, she'll be fine, she'll live. We don't need to worry about her. There's our vent, so you're fine. There's more energy. I really do hope that at some point we can get a, our big boy out. You know the one I'm talking about. Admittedly, the tanky enemies are kind of starting to stockpile on this floor. That's just because we can't get that Consumer of Crowns out. That's really the thing that's holding us up here. We keep getting the energy imp. The only thing I worry about is that we won't get it when we get the consumer, but as of right now, it's still worth playing. You're taking 38 damage. I think we just let you take the damage. Honestly, I kind of feel like we should play Excavation Eruption down here on one of these floors, just try to ice some of these enemies. So you know what, let's play it here to hopefully kill this guy. Now we're getting 2 kills. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. You're not making it to the pyre. I am not going to let you make it to the pyre. I hate to break it to you. Final wave. Okay. Hopefully we get consumer next turn. We can get consumer and put him at the top, but it's not ideal. 5 energy. You gotta get this. You need to get this. We still need to save 1 energy for this, I think. I would like to play the Shade Splitter for another lifesteal charge. We're gonna kill you with the Vent. That means we're probably gonna kill the Darkwing. Oh, he might not die though. And Flame isn't very good here. This is 15 armor. No, I think we're gonna Shade Split to get another morsel up here, and then we'll just vent for this. You're not quite killing that guy, but he'll die on the next floor. You did your job. You dealt with the AoE wonderfully. And we did not get our... We got the Pyre, though, but we did not get our Consumer of Crowns, which means we're very close to losing. Hopefully we don't, though. We can still play a couple of more morsels and then get a couple more turns out of our units. I can play a Horned Warrior for some additional damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We might as well play everything. Play you. Play you. And then for armor, we don't need armor on our tank. We might as well put armor on the unit behind him. 2,600 damage. I don't know. I don't know. We have to get out. We have to get our unit, our consumer. He has to come out. I think he's the only way we live and we win. So. It's very loud. We got him. But we still don't have the energy to play him. Because we're only gonna have 6. We're gonna have 9 energy. Or 9 effective energy. He's gonna cost 7, which means we're gonna have 6 energy and we can't play him. We don't have anything that gives us energy. So, congratulations, Seraph the Sap. You've bested me on this weirdo run because I didn't play the consumer earlier because I didn't have a chance to do it. Fair enough. It was a fun run. I find it hard to play with the Imp Queen champion though. She's a very unusual beast. I feel like I always end up just kind of not getting enough imps, and we got lucky with the Impsicle, but she still just didn't do enough. She wasn't like a good tank. If only we could have gotten the Consumer of Crowns out earlier. Admittedly, I'm kind of curious to see how this run would have worked out if you had taken the Volatile Gauge, because you could have played the Consumer earlier. Yeah, I mean, the Imp every turn was nice, but it probably would have been better to get the Consumer out earlier, because that's all we were missing. All we were missing is the damage from the Consumer, and that would have been enough to do it. Even if we played it at the very end, I think we would have gotten it. Anyways, it was a close run. It was a fun run. It was a good run. And for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Support me on Twitch, Patreon, and Streamlabs. And I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train.